and all of the fallen people slain by the police, as well as the people slain by our kids in the hood, right? But when you are at war, you are at Front Street and you are at war, the main objective is to complete the mission. When you have a soldier that falls on the battlefield, you grab them, you stitch them up. If they live, they live. If they die, they die. We have the funeral later. We are at war. So you can't get distracted and have what they're purposely doing, having Black Lives Matter and all this nonsense going on with Tamika Mallory and the celebrities arguing back and forth over Breonna Taylor. May she rest in peace. It's a tragedy, but we have a bigger fight ahead of us. We have a bigger fight. You can't get distracted over here looking this way when you have so much more coming dead directly in front of your face.
Pulling down statues. The whole focus of attention has gone somewhere else. There are other reasons for that, but it's taken the focus away. When the real focus should be, look at the economic devastation of these lockdowns on every community. That should be the focus. This happened just at the right time that they wanted it, to get exactly the reaction that they wanted. So maybe there's more to know about this, and it's not just only what you see. And I think there is more to come out about all that. I really do.
Did you hear what he said? This happened exactly at the right time that they wanted it to happen, and the reaction that was given, that we gave back, was the reaction that they wanted, which means that they walked all of us all around the world, especially in America, like a dog on a leash. They took us exactly where they wanted us to go, and we followed.
That will be the second wave. Now, the second wave will be fear and paranoia driven more than anything else. I mean, the first wave is fear and paranoia driven. I mean, how can they even have a second wave? There wasn't a first wave. There hasn't ever been. It's all been about this legislation. It's all been about this police state. The whole thing, ladies and gentlemen, these parasitic morons that we have masquerading as government. What matters is that we realise what's happening. And we realise the steps we need to take to get ourselves out of what's happening. And the steps we need to take to find freedom again.
You know, it's crazy how, and I want y'all to really, really think about it. There was a time that you couldn't get these celebrities to even give you an autograph. They wouldn't have no conversation with you. They was too exclusive. You wouldn't see them come to the Bronx no more, Brooklyn, Queens. You wasn't running into Fat Joe no more in the Bronx. No disrespect to him, I like Joe, but I gotta call a spade a spade. You wasn't seeing Fat Joe in the Bronx anymore like that. They was Hollywood. They left the hood and they kept on moving, understood. You couldn't get in contact with none of these cats. But now all of a sudden, being that we live in the new normal, which basically shut down arenas so they can't rock the crowd anymore. Now all of a sudden, you can get in contact with them through Instagram. They might even respond and talk to you throughout the chat while they sitting up there doing Instagram lives with the people in the comment section. And these cats call themselves real. That ain't nothing but phony. Because if the people couldn't connect to you before, why are we connecting with these celebrities and focused on them now? Don't fall for the distraction. There's a bigger picture out there. And the bigger picture is ugly. It's real on the battlefield. Pay attention to what's going on. Or pay attention to what's not going on. And you know what's not going on? Your freedom, your life. Everything is being engineered to keep you stressed out. You go to, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. I said, hey, I'm going to buy certain things around the house So that when the kids want to let loose after going to school and doing schoolwork during the day, stuck in front of these stupid ass devices, they're sitting up there scanning your eyes. Your kids is in front of these devices being educated, and these smart devices now is scanning their eyes. It's constantly having you speak. So every day when your voice is changing as it starts to get older, the computer is studying your children. I don't even think y'all really understand what they're doing. Now, it's not that we just have to wear the face mask. Now they got it to the point to where that they want us to wear the glasses now. Do you understand what they're doing? So now they want you to put on the glasses so that they can read your face even through your disguise. It's what they're doing. These people are waging a war with technology against you that's serious. You better wake up and smell the coffee. How that cat say, could you smell what the Rock is cooking? Yeah, you smell what the Rock is cooking? I see where how Lord Akim just said in this song, I see where y'all going, but I'm going in a different direction. I can't go down the path that they laid out for us, because the path that they laid out for us is a path of destruction. I cannot walk down the path that they laid down for us, because the path that they laid down for us is a path of destruction. Y'all better wake up and smell the coffee. As a matter of fact, let me see, son. I gotta share my live and my other community tabs, because I don't know if y'all be paying attention, but YouTube is tweaking my pages out, and we can see the shit clear as day. They tweaking my shit out. They stopping my notifications from going out. They advertising my followers to other people. Like, damn, the game is dirty, the game is rigged, but the show...
Yeah, what's up? This your homeboy, Ice.
Shut up. Show must go on. Let me see. I'll do this one real quick. Nathaniel Clark, what up, broski? I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. I've been riding with you for about 3 months now. Sorry it took so long for me to donate. I'm subscribed to all of your pages. Love it when you go all the way in, bro. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. Mr. Sutton Jr., 4.2 earthquake hit LA this morning. You told us, and it's crazy because I didn't even realize that earthquake hit until actually this evening. Before I started this live is when I actually found out, and I was already talking about that in that video prior to this one on his page. Mark, keep up the hard work. Thank you, Mark. Thanks for sponsoring this war, family. Appreciate you. The path that America is going down, I cannot follow that. And it's so, as you can see, if you sit back and you pay attention to what's going on, you can really predict step by step, stage by stage, what's about to happen throughout this country, throughout the world, period. You can see it clear as day. The question is, are you going to follow this new normal? Because this new normal is not for me. And I'm going to tell you something. The elders, if y'all paying attention, the elders all over are being snatched up by the Most High. The elders they're leaving. The library, which is the elders, those who raised us in the old ways, are out there being snatched up. In a new form, in a new direction, in a new wave of ignorance that we dealing with, it's something serious. I keep having dreams about everything that's going on. That's because you in tune. Sometimes when you know that you in tune, you'll look at the clock and you'll see 444, or you'll look at the clock and you'll see 1111. You'll see 911, which is still 11. And every time you look at the clock, you'll see those numbers. That's when you know you're dealing with your higher self. I'm going live on Instagram tomorrow night at 7 Central. You inspire me. And Darby Skin King on IG, family. Follow back. Love you, big bro. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. I used to have those dreams years ago. Now I have been seeing 1111 for several years now. Yeah. Just gotta pay attention. I be seeing the numbers too as well. I be having dreams. But the reality of it is, we live in a nightmare right in front of our face. They want us to wear goggles on our eyes. They want us to wear goggles now. They're studying you. They already see you. We doing lives. Everybody's doing lives. Everybody's sitting up there in front of their cameras. Everybody's doing lives on Instagram or Facebook. They're reading you. They done scanned your eyes. They done scanned your voice. They got your movement down pat. So even if you put a hoodie or a mask on, the way you move in front of a camera is what they're calculating. This is what you have to understand. Everything about you is being studied. Question is, who is studying you and for what purposes? And why is there so much of an interest, or better yet, why are you so much of a threat? Is the question. Why are you so much of a threat? You know why? Because they know what's to come. They know what's to come. And what they got prepared for you is ugly. Citizen man, we got to do that show. I know how to defeat this new normal BS. None of it is legal. So compliance is voluntary. It's cops enforcing it. You have to sue. Yeah, that's one way. And the other way is for all of us to put our foot down as a people and say no. The problem is that it's just like Citizen Man said, do not comply. As a matter of fact, Citizen Man, when I get my call in line, the first show that I'm probably going to do, the first call I'm probably going to take is going to be with you, so you can break down from our own political standpoint what's going on. Mr. Sutton Jr., Haas hurricanes are forming in the Atlantic too. Yeah, I see they talking about there's some storms coming towards the East Coast. I'm paying attention to it. Ray Gunner, where are you getting this info from? You're going crazy smoking crack. Well, Ray, even though I'm hitting that pipe, that's some good shit, Ray. Even though I'm smoking that crack pipe, all you got to do is pay attention. Are you not wearing the mask, Ray? When you go into your local Target or you go into your local store, are they not telling you to put your mask on or get the hell out of the store? That's where I'm getting it from, Ray. What planet you're living on, Ray? Huh? What planet you living on? Yeah, Ray better stop hanging out with Pookie over there. I'm in Canada. They put their own sold out native people to represent tribal land, and they steal everything from the true tribes of the land. Genocide at First Nation people in Canada. Let me tell y'all something, man. that I've been talking about that people haven't been paying attention to. Poetic G, appreciate you, my brother. The words you speak is all truth. We need in our hearts to survive this world. Thank you, fam. Thank you for sponsoring this boy. Appreciate your donations. And I tell people all the time, if you can't donate to me, don't worry about it. Pray for me. My prayer warrior was my mother. She's not here no more. That's who prayed for me since the day I was a child and to the day that she died, my mother. She's not here anymore. So those of you, you ain't got no money, don't worry about the money. Pray. When I walk outside, it's an evilness that's out there. It's a dark cloud that tries to follow the righteous. I want you to understand something. When you strive to be your higher self, like Bruce Leroy in The Last Dragon, when he had that glow, if y'all seen The Last Dragon, he wanted that inner glow, that light from within. He wanted that inner glow. When you focus in life on your inner glow, you are going to be attacked the most by the most demons. This is why you see people cloning my pages. Why is there so much of an fascination with a Hassan Campbell? I mean, everybody know that he's a mentally unstable. He's always breaking down. So why you have so much interest in Hassan Campbell? It is because they see the elevation. They see my elevator going to the top, to the highest floor. They see the righteous path. And the demons will always, the jinn will always attack those who are striving to be righteous. When you sitting on the street corner and you channeling your demons and you selling drugs, the jinn ain't worried about you. They know it's only a matter of time before the real demons jump into another demon that claims to be on demon time, and the angel of death is going to allow that demon that's on demon time to come eat your demon. And the Grand Reaper, the angel of death, is going to snatch your soul in a state of ignorance, and your light will be put out. Your light will not travel with you to the hereafter. You will be in darkness because you claim demon time. And when you claim in demon time, the angels are not camped around you to protect you. So you think you saying something slick because you listening to this new age and new wave of rappers who didn't have mothers praying for them because these chicks was prostitutes. Half these chicks raising these kids, if they wasn't in the strip club stripping, they was in somebody's trap house in the projects stripping until they got too old, and them young boys didn't want their old asses no more. Now they living like they New Jack City. I was prom queen. Now bitch, you washed the fuck up and nobody wants you. With a bunch of kids running around the hood claiming demon time. And you still won't pray for your kids out there. So while you ain't praying to protect them while they outside in the world in demon time with the dark cloud over them, the jinn is just sitting up there patiently waiting. Patiently waiting for another demon to jump in a young demon and take that other demon's soul where there's no angels protecting them. Because you invoking evil every time you speak those words. This is where we living at. Tony Broswell, salute Hassan. Thank you for keeping it all the way. Stand yourself. Hard to find real people. Keep trying to open folks up to what was really going on. Much respect. Thanks. Appreciate you, Tony. Thanks for sponsoring this war, family. Appreciate you. Fit to be king. Poppy, you hit 2 missing people in our national forest. 411. Patrick, there's always been pandemics, natural disasters. Yes, it's always been natural disasters. But the difference is like I said in my last video, these disasters right now, you can't tell the difference between God's plan and the hand of science, the glove of Thanos that the government used through harm. You can't tell the difference no more. But then again, you can. Just look at China. Look at what's going on in China. G-Money. Haas, they made a fake page, had you trolling on MREC. I seen that. I was actually in the comment section watching, and I wrote, anytime you see my Hassan Campbell page, you're going to see a check mark, especially when they clone my big page. You're going to see a check mark, so you'll know the difference, and you'll know that's not me. Mill the Barber, you got love from Houston. Keep bringing that heat. Oh, thank you, family. Thank you for sponsoring this war. Let me break something down to y'all, right? And sometimes you'll hear me say the same thing over and over and over again because I have new people for one, and for two, we got to keep the alphabetical order. It's like when you first learning your ABCs, A, B, C, D, then you fumble, elemental P, and you elemental, no, L, M, N, O, P. You got to get it right? There's steps and stages. There's a blueprint to the destruction that's been caused in this new normal. I told you before, the wildfires. Why was the wildfires started? To burn out the real natives of America who know how to fight in the court system through laws and know their legal rights. So what you gonna do? You can't do like you used to do in the old days where you just go and you just start slaughtering the people. Nah, because what's gonna happen is it's gonna be a war that's gonna start, and then the people in the real land is gonna hear about what's going on, but there's so much of a disconnect between the lost sheep of Israel, right? Between the children of Adam, between the children and the descendants of Ibrahim. There's a disconnect between us uncivilized people that live in the inner cities and the natives that's disconnected, that's living in the bush, in the jungles of America. So when you see these fires being burned all over California, you got to understand something. in certain areas where you see the rainforest at, or you see the forest at, or the wilderness, there were tribal people that were living there. Those people had harp, and not just harp, they had beams to burn and set fires from the sky to kill over 1 billion animals. Do you understand how many people, how many natives that we don't know about that was living in those fires, that died in those fires? They have to get rid of them because those people can teach you the old ways, to how to read the solar system. They can teach you about where you came from before you came here. They can teach you everything about you because they're still connected, like the Dogon tribe. The Dogon tribe can teach you about your ancestors. You got to understand something. Through slavery, these people went out their way to rob you of your ancestors. So all you know is that your name connects back to, like Hassan Campbell. The Campbell plantation is a plantation that my name tracks back to. Before then, who were my ancestors? There's a reason why they had to disconnect you from your history, because the more that you know about your history, right, the more you want to go back and find more about your ancestors, and then the more you start to look at where you're going as a people. Understand something. This technology in front of your face is the most dangerous, diabolic, sick, twisted, and evil shit you have ever stumbled across. Why is that? Now, the technology itself is not bad. It's what you do with it. The problem is the people who created this technology. This is an ear that's listening to everything. When you be like, hey, Sirius, do you realize who you calling and you invoking in your house to listen to your private secret conversations between you and your wife and you and your children? Do you know that there are sick, twisted adults that's listening through the device, and they're listening to the conversation? They're knowing when your children talk to each other or they talk to their friends, they know that your child just admitted, hey, I'm not a virgin yet. He's trying to get some. And then them sick, twisted, evil bastards are saying, hey, we got to get her before that little boy get to her. She's going to be on the menu on Epstein's Island. Yes, she's going to be on the menu on Epstein's Island. Do you understand that's how it worked? They done figured out a way for us to spend money and to bring their evilness into our homes. You got to pay attention to what's going on, man. Welcome to the real world. It gets scary once you really see what's going on, when you really analyze what's going on. You ever went on vacation, and while you was on vacation, you had thoughts of like those movies that you see, like Tourista or Hostile, and you just want to make sure you stay in certain areas because you know when you on vacation, even though you probably done went over there with a little $3,000 in your pocket just to eat and stuff like that. To other people, they think that you rich. So now you got to worry about why you over there drinking and having a good time. You got to be real skeptical and careful of who you party around because you want to make it back to America. Shit like that is real. And the people that write these movies and these books, Tourista, Hostile, when you find yourself with your fingers chopped off, you chained to a chair, most people don't get away. Once they got you in places like that, you're not getting out. This is the real world. How do you end up in places like that? Because of these devices most of the time. These people already studied who they wanted to kidnap before they kidnapped you. This is the world that we're living in. You are being studied through technology. You're being studied. Your children are being studied. There is a category that they have every last one of us in. This is why they're studying us. This is why they want you in front of this. Oh, you got to do the homeschooling. What's the next steps and stages in this damn country? The new ID. In order, you notice how you can't really get through the DMV? Most people who license is expired, they can't even get in to get another one. So now they stuck. And this is a trap that they're purposely doing to you so that you can't move around properly the way that you want to. And in order to get back to the new normal, to get your license reinstated, your ID, and anything else that you need when you have to go to these offices all over America, especially in New York, to get back to the normal and not this new normal, you have to take the vaccine. Everybody in America and all over the world should be geared up and ready to rumble when it comes to this vaccine. Who the fuck and how the fuck do Bill Gates think he is to even be able to speak on anything medical when he is not a medical doctor or herbalist? Dr. Sebi was charged and taken to court for curing people. It was illegal to say that you was cured when you was treated by Dr. Sebi. But Bill Gates get to take his billionaire ass, who invested in the coronavirus, who helped create the coronavirus, and who helped ship the shit so it could be unleashed in China. This is the end game right here. You can't get distracted with Tamika Mallory and that bullshit that Black Lives Matter and my son and them got going over. That is a distraction. Yes, we want justice for Breonna Taylor, but not at the cost. Where that one life that was sacrificed in a tragic way, may she rest in peace. We cannot sacrifice being distracted, millions over there looking at them niggas, when right in front of our face is the end, the very, very end of your freedom. When did America become Germany? When did we allow Bill Gates to become Adolf Hitler to us? When did we allow Bill Gates and Fauci to become King Leopold the First, the Second, and the Third? And if you don't know about King Leopold, let me show you this diabolical bastard